guys, today I'm going to tell you about Clinique Superbalanced Silk Foundation. They just came out with this new version of Superbalanced and I was so excited to try it. I've been using Superbalanced makeup off and on for a number of years, and when I saw that they came out with Superbalanced Silk, I was so curious. I couldn't wait to try it. So I went to my local Clinique counter, purchased a bottle, and I could not wait to show it to you. If you've been using the Superbalanced, you probably know that it adds moisture where you need it, controls oil where you need it, and has a really nice finish to it. It gives moderate coverage and it's just a great everyday makeup. With the Superbalanced Silk, they've added an SPF. Now the original Superbalanced does not have SPF, but the Superbalanced Silk does. It has SPF 15. So if you like an SPF in your makeup, then I think you'll be excited to try the Superbalanced Silk. If you do not want SPF in your makeup, or if you are going to be in any kind of flash photography situation, then the original Superbalanced is probably a better bet. So I have both the original Superbalanced here and the Superbalanced Silk, so I can compare the two for you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to first apply the original Superbalanced so you can see what that looks like as a reminder. Then I will remove the original Superbalanced and I will apply the Superbalanced Silk so that I can show you what that looks like and so that you can compare the two. So I bought both of these in the same shade, although the shades look a little bit different. I've got the cream chamois in both formulations. I will swatch them for you so that you could just see the differences. They are a little different, but I find that they both work for me. So that's something that you might want to take into consideration. So when you do go to the Clinique counter, if you decide to get some of this, then you probably do need to experiment a little to make sure that your original shade is still right for you.
The swatch on the left is the original Superbalanced in Cream Chamois, and the swatch on the right is the Superbalanced Silk in Cream Chamois.
And then in terms of how they feel, they both feel similar. I think the Superbalanced Silk feels like it has a little more slip to it, but they're both really easy to apply. The Superbalanced Silk also feels a little bit thicker. When I pour the original Superbalanced out on my hand when I want to apply it, it pours out really easily. When I pour the Superbalanced Silk into my hand, it comes out of the bottle a little more slowly. So those are a couple of differences. But other than that, let's see what the differences are when I apply them.
Here I am once again without a stitch of makeup on, and I have a whole lot of redness today, but that's okay because I went to the dermatologist yesterday, so that's all being taken care of. First, I will apply the Superbalanced Original Foundation to show you what that looks like.
So this is the original Superbalanced that I have on. I let it dry for a few minutes just so that you could see how it looks when you've let it dry for a while, because at first when I put it on it was quite dewy, but it dries to a natural finish as you see. It's supposed to have a natural finish. I find it to be a little bit more matte than some other foundations that I've tried, but for the most part it is a natural finish. And this is great because it has moderate coverage, so it did cover up my redness and a few blemishes. I would use some concealer if I were putting on a full face of makeup, but for the most part it did even out my skin tone. And throughout the day it adds moisture and controls oil. Of course, nothing is going to completely control oil and stay matte all day, but for the most part it does a nice job and lasts. I've used this for years. And again, the original Superbalanced is for dry to combination skin. I'm combination on the oilier side of combination, but I still find that it works well for me. So now I'm going to remove the Superbalanced makeup from my face and I'm going to apply the Superbalanced Silk so that you can see what that looks like.
So I've removed the original Superbalanced from my face, so I no longer have any makeup on, and now I will apply the Superbalanced Silk.
And this is my face with the Super Balanced Silk. I wanted you to see what it looks like when it's dried a little bit, because at first when you apply it, it doesn't look exactly like it will when it has dried, so I wanted to show you that. I'm liking this foundation. It's supposed to be a natural matte finish. I see it as more of a natural finish on me. It might depend on the person, who knows, but on me at least, it is more of a natural finish at the moment. And the coverage is supposed to be sheer to moderate. I have it at the moderate coverage. I applied it with the Beauty Blender. The way I applied it would give more of the moderate side than the sheer side, but you could certainly sheer it out, especially if you applied it with your fingertips and then blended with a sponge, then you could definitely sheer that out a bit. But I like the moderate coverage today because, as you saw, I have some redness and blemishes that I'd like to cover up. It did cover up the redness and some of the blemishes, but I will be putting some concealer on to help me out a little bit. And just like the original Super Balanced makeup, this adds moisture and controls oil wherever you need it. Unlike the original Super Balanced, this has SPF in it. This has SPF 15. The original Super Balanced doesn't have any SPF in it. So this is great for you if you do not mind an SPF or you want an SPF. That is good. If you don't want an SPF, or if you're going to be in any flash photography situations, then you definitely don't want the SPF. So it just depends on what your needs are. And another difference between the Super Balanced Silk and the original Super Balanced is that the Super Balanced Silk is for dry combination to oily skin, whereas the original Super Balanced is for dry to combination skin. So if you're on the oilier side, the Super Balanced Silk might be good for you, although I am on the oily side of combination and I've done well with the original Super Balanced. So I think it just depends on your preferences and, you know, just experimentation in terms of what works for you. But so far with the Super Balanced Silk, so far so good. I'm gonna go ahead and put on a full face of makeup now so that you can see what it looks like with all of my makeup. And here is the Super Balanced Silk with a full face of makeup. So I am really liking this foundation. I think I will like it just as much as the Super Balanced original. And so I am very excited to give this a try for the long haul. So far so good for the Super Balanced Silk. I am really liking this foundation. So if you have tried the Super Balanced Silk, then let me know in the comments below what you think of it. And if you've tried both the Super Balanced Silk and the Super Balanced, let me know which one you like better. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel to be first to know about all of my beauty, fashion, and lifestyle videos, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!